Good day, colleagues. Welcome to today's session on analysis and configuration. Let us start by logging into the portal and being presented with the dashboard. Now we will click on More and Employment Equity Portal. We will then click on Go to Portal. Now we will click on Analysis and EE Plan Configuration. Let us start by accepting the disclaimer by clicking on the checkbox. We will then click Continue. We will then check your company information, making sure that it is correct, and click Next. Now you will see the categories, barrier narratives, and affirmative action measures in front of you. Select the appropriate category, then barrier, and finally the affirmative action measure. Now you need to go and have an example here. We will select on promotions. We will select we have noticed. And then we will select from after the barrier, we will select our affirmative action measure. When you click on this, a pop-up screen will be displayed. You will need to choose whether it's a policy, practice, or procedure. In the documentation, you will be provided with clear definitions of policy, practice, and procedure to help refine your decision. Let us click on practice in this example. Please select the start date of when you will begin to resolve this barrier, and please select an end date for when you believe the barrier will be resolved. The start and end date will be in the time span of your employment equity plan. The next thing is we will need to select a job title of the person responsible for this plan. In this example, we will use the HR manager. A name is not necessarily a field that you need to fill in. It's non-mandatory, so you can simply click Confirm to set your barrier. Colleagues, I'd like to draw your attention to the categories on the left-hand side. We have 24 different categories that you can select from, and each category is linked to a barrier. And each barrier, you can select different affirmative action measures depending on the barrier. These will then, you can deselect and select depending on what your analysis is. This will pull through to your analysis and plan. We can then proceed by clicking Next. In this section, the adjusted sectoral numerical targets displayed for each race and gender are determined by the sector and EAP targets, national or provincial, that you have selected. It will also represent your overachieved and underachieved percentages. In the observation section below, we'll display the priorities of the highest underrepresented race and gender by highlighting them with a priority to indicate with a number as in 1, 2, or 3. This will assist you in choosing the appropriate strategy and strategy narratives. There is a default strategy narrative, which is presented as such. If you do not foresee any movement within top management, this strategy will be defaulted and will be suitable for the analysis. If you require a strategy, you will click on Strategies Applicable, and you will be able to select from multiple different strategies with their respective narrative. How do we do this? We will click on a strategy. We will select its narrative. We will say Save Current Selection. This is now saving the selection for top management. If we require another selection, we will select another one and click Save Current Selection. When we are happy that we have selected all the correct strategies and the respective narratives, we will click on Save Strategies for Top Management. What will happen now is the screen will change and it will move from top management to senior management. In this process, you can now do exactly what we did on the first level of management, occupational level, and we can select a strategy and select a narrative and save the strategies for senior management, which will then move us to middle management, junior management, semi-skilled, and unskilled. To proceed to the next occupational level, repeat the process after saving the selection, as I've said before. Once you're finished with all the selections, then you can click in the bottom right-hand corner, click on Next. Please stop at this point. Click back to Portal. Your consultant will guide you through the next steps. Thank you for watching this recording.